All right, so this just happened. Meta, as in Facebook, Instagram, all that. They just dropped over $2 billion with an AI startup called Manus. Now, I use them every day, but the crazy part is most people have never even heard of it. And it's not just another boring tech acquisition, all right? This is a signal, and it's a huge flare going off in the sky that says, hey, the AI gold rush isn't coming, it's here, and it's not what you think. So today, I'm gonna break down what this actually means, why Meta just spent goo gobs of money on a 9-month-old company, and then most importantly, how you, yes, sitting right there, can get a piece of the gold rush without being some genius coder or raising $1 billion from investors. So go ahead and stick around, because this is one you're not gonna wanna miss, or you're probably gonna be swinging that air. But for those who don't know me, I'm Trey Scott. I've worked in the tech industry for the last few years. I've sold a few $100,000 worth of education and tech software, and I've used AI and automation to do a lot of it. And so I love looking at AI and trying to figure out how this stuff works to make life easier for me and others, right? And I don't know about you, when I seen this, my brain just started firing on all cylinders, all right? So it's obviously not about some far off future. This is about right now. And so let's get into the details. So Meta buys Manus for $2 billion. Why? And what is Manus? So Manus is not just another chatbot that answers questions. You want to think of it like an AI employee that can actually use a computer. So it can log into websites, fill out forms, navigate dashboards, do research, watch full YouTube videos for you, and then give you all the info that you need out of it based on whatever you ask. It just does stuff and it takes action. And you can watch it happening. But here's the crazy part. So this company launched in March of 2025, just last year. By December, aka a few days ago, 9 months later, they hit $100 million in yearly recurring revenue. So every year, $100 million hits the bank account if they did nothing else. So 100 million in 9 months. That's actually one of the fastest growing stories in tech history so far, even though it hasn't been that long. There probably is going to be some faster ones coming, over the next few years. But as of right now, it's the biggest. Not to be confused with Big X, though. But from my first takeaway from this, number one, the hype is over. The real revenue is king. So Meta, they spent tens of billions of dollars so far on AI and infrastructure. They have the best researchers in the world, but they had one problem. Their AI is not making as much money, and it's not making money at all, really, directly. So it's a cost center. So they have these long-term goals, and they know it's going to pay off, but it's a lot of money that's just disappearing right now. And we know they're a publicly traded company. So instead of waiting and hoping that these projects are going to eventually pay off, they went out and bought a company that was already printing money. And this is nothing new, right? Tech companies do this all the time. Individuals do this all the time. We call it buying revenue, right? Buying distribution, so many names, whatever you want to call it. But this is what they did. So with Manus, they have real customers paying real subscription fees between $20 and $200 a month. So they prove that people would pay for AI that does actually work. And this is a huge shift because over the last few years, it's really been about hype, right? Like, oh, look at this cool demo. Look at what this AI can do. And they were paying money just on that. And that's still probably happening. But the only question right now that they have is, does it make money? So Meta just told the whole world $100 million in revenue is worth a $2 billion price tag. But that's really just over here because that company actually is Chinese. And so if you do the rate exchange right now, it's like around $13 billion or 13 billion won. So they made some good chunk of change over there. But that being said, the industry has changed from that's cool tech to that's a profitable business. And that's a game that you and I could actually play in. And that brings me to number two. The big fish are eating fast. So this isn't happening in a vacuum. Salesforce, ServiceNow, Google, all the big tech giants are on a shopping spree right now. They spending, all right? Like they're not just buying, they're buying working AI systems with customer revenue, okay? And this is called consolidation. So when a new market starts to mature, the big players buy up the early winners so that they can get a foothold in that industry. What this means is that window to build this huge, general purpose agent like Manus and still stay independent is getting smaller and smaller. The competition is now Meta, Google, Microsoft, right? All of those. But this is the important part, okay? They're all focused on huge enterprise clients, the Fortune 500 companies. They're not focused on the local businesses in your city, right? Those plumbers, the dentists, the real estate agents, independent restaurants. That's where those real opportunities are for us. So, number three, the real opportunity isn't the next Manus. All right, they've already done that. It's selling to Main Street, aka local businesses. And so this is the part that should get you a little excited, okay? Now, you're not going to build a company and sell it to Meta for $2 billion. I'm just being honest, all right? If you had those goals and aspirations, I'm going to be 100 with you. You're probably not watching this video right now. Matter of fact, you probably haven't watched a video in I don't know how long because you've been doing the thing that's going to get that 100 million. So we're going to get that out of the way, okay? We're setting real realistic expectations this year, all right? But here's what you can do. You can take the exact same and similar technology and apply it to a market that the tech giants are completely ignoring, local businesses. All right. So I have a friend, the company he works for, they only target crazy big businesses. And those deals are like $200,000, $400,000 a year with multi-year signed contracts. And that's all they deal with. And they're in this space. So think about it. Every single local business owner is overwhelmed. They're trying to answer Facebook messages, respond to website inquiries, book appointments, follow up on leads, like all while running the business, aka doing what they love doing, what they're great at, right? Now, what if you could walk into a local business and say, I can set up an AI agent that can handle every single inquiry 24/7 and book qualified appointments directly on your calendar and make sure you never miss a lead again, even if you're running ads. Now, that's now not a nice to have. That's a lifeline for them, right? That's a service that they would gladly pay, and they are already, right, paying $500, $1,000, even $2,000 a month for, and they don't have to pay for health insurance as well, but they're willing to do this because it directly makes them more money. And here's the secret. You don't need to be a developer now to do any of this stuff. You don't need to know how to code, right? There are platforms that have basically done all the hard work for you. They've done all the R&D, research and development for you. And this is what I've been talking about on this channel recently, okay? There's a platform that lets you build and sell these exact type of AI agents to local businesses. And it's also white label. So you can put your own logo on there, add your own business sauce to it, and you can have and sell as your own service. And it has AI agent builders, CRMs, funnels, websites, even invoicing that you can help these local businesses implement because they're doing everything old school. Everything you need to start an AI agency this weekend is inside of this platform. And this is what I call the pick and shovel in the middle of this AI gold rush. So while everyone else is trying to build the next Manus, you can be the one selling the tools to all the gold miners, aka local businesses who desperately need our services. And it's a lot of them. And all you have to do to see it is go outside. So next time you leave the house, pay attention to all the local businesses on the side of the street that you're passing when you just left. Like it's probably not in your reticular activating system right now, so you won't recognize any. But right now that you're aware, watch and see all the businesses that number one, they probably need some help. Number two, they need help with AI. And number three, they don't know how to use it. So they don't know where to start. They don't know how it works because that's not their expertise, yet they desperately need it. So if you're curious about the AI automation system that I use for everything in my business, you can click the first link in the description below if you want to test that out, play around with it. I actually have an extended 30-day free trial so that we can help more people become business owners in this AI age. So if you go to the actual website, it's only going to give you a 14-day free trial. They gave me 30 so that you can get a couple of extra weeks to play around with it. So if you do also go through that link in the description below, I do appreciate you because it does help the channel continue to grow and it helps me continue to make these videos for free. So let's bring it all home. All right, Meta buying Manus for $2 billion. It's not just a headline, y'all. It proves that AI agents that solve real business problems are incredibly valuable. This is the starting gun for this new industry. All right. And now while tech giants, they're fighting over the creme de la creme of these massive enterprise deals, the biggest, the largest, most underserved market is sitting right in your backyard. All right. Local businesses, they need this technology as well, but they don't have the time. They don't have the expertise to build it themselves. And that's where you come in. Okay. And like I mentioned before, and if you're curious and you want to see the platform that I'm talking about that helps with this, the one that lets you build these AI agents without any code, I have it down in the first link in the description below. It's just what I use and what I recommend to everyone as well. Again, my link gets you 30 days extended free trial. So you have a full month to play around with it, build your business for local businesses, and even land your first client before you even spend a dime. Now, this is the opportunity that we have here in 2026. You don't want to let it pass you by because you thought it was too complicated or you missed the boat. The boat is just now leaving the dock. All right. I mean, the horn is still blowing. That's my take. But let me know what yours are down below. Are you bullish on AI? Do you not even know what AI agents are? Are you curious? Do you see it as an opportunity? I want to talk about it. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you in a minute.